So this is Scarlet Union. Now, currently I'm going to be focusing on the Scarlet Skies part of it, which is this one. To go in there you have to jump in that tube. I think there's limits on who can play this, so if your account's not 1 year old or something like that, then you cannot join. Unless you're whitelisted, but that's probably quite difficult. Since you'd have to somehow get in contact with the person who made the game. A person called Jartsy. It's a bit difficult if there's no way to contact them. Which is the case if you're not in the thing. Don't get so request something like that. Yeah, it's these. Difficulty doesn't matter really, but whatever, just go in there. I think you know what to do with the begin button and the go button. It's pretty self-explanatory. So you have, I think, was it 3 or 4 types of spawning things? You have the wilderness thing, which is it spawns you somewhere random, absolutely. I mean, it has to be on land, but other than that, it could be anywhere pretty much. Except for, I suppose, maybe you can't spawn in a volcano. Maybe, I don't know. Yep, and then there's the safe zone that has this blue thing. Actually, there's 4 different spawn points, but so yeah, there's that. And then there's also when you die a few times, you get last position, which spawns you where you last died. That's if you like reset somewhere or something, I think. There's some weird rules to it, I don't quite know them. There's like the slightly lighter green, I think at least, which means that it's a spawn point or a base center in a safe zone, but it's not the one that creates the safe zone. If you sit there for too long in the spawn waiting the new thing, there's that timer that went to 0. I just reset now, but yeah. Now you get last position, as you can see here. Yes, so there's the lighter green, it's in the safe zone, but it's not like one that's making the safe zone, it's not creating boundaries. And then there's darker green, that one's outside of the safe zone, at least I think it looks like that. Oh, and there's also a white option if you have a spawn point, then you can spawn there. That's like a, actually I'll show the spawn point. So go spawn at the safe zone, that's often the best place to start. Now, you want to create parts, it's quite, actually it explains there. Basically you just use this to create stuff. The number here, that's your money, or credits, basically, yep, credits. Just put names here, so yeah, CMOS or plastic, wood perhaps, so like wood. Now if you want information on a part, there's stuff like this. Malleability is how much you can resize it, which you mark out too soon. Obtained, well, I think you know that is pretty obvious. Uses, that, yeah, this just gives you an idea of what it does. This is just the description basically. Now, to spawn it, you just have to click on it, and then it takes that amount of money from your thing. To stop the music, you can press this, and start it, press that again. I'm going to turn it off now because, well, I don't want to have it so that you can't really hear what I'm saying the entire video. That would not be good. Good to be a bit clear. So there's a hammer, which can be used for resizing and stuff, and there's this, but pretty useless at the start. So, of course, yes, you can take the whatever these are. You can number key binded or whatever you call, like most Roblox games. I think you can figure that one out probably. Often when parts are spawned, you can't resize them because they don't anchor to anything, and I don't know, something about preventing what's it now? Preventing bugs or something. I don't know, exploits or whatever. But you can anchor them to the ground or to like a part. The drag tool. This is the drag tool. The fist and grab is just attack, I guess. I don't know. I haven't really used it for anything except for just punching people, which you can do. I'm not going to demonstrate that here. now, at least, because it would be a bit rude to go around punching people, as you can guess. Now, you can also place things unanchored by just put it somewhere, press F, and it does that. Here it's not connected to anything. Here it is connected to this wall. Oh yeah. So temperature, of course, you have to deal with that. So just go to coat. I know it's kind of pointless to say that, but whatever. So it's resizing. You can do that. Of course, you can resize it however you want under the limitations of the parts, which wood is not a great example. There you go. Yeah, it's not a great example though because it's quite resizable. I should take something like rubies. They're pretty difficult to resize, of course. I think I need a better coat. Oh yeah, press remove vest to take off vest. In this case, a vest is anything that you can wear, so there's like coats, polyester coat, and coat. Polyester coat's just expensive and better for like larger amounts of heat. It's heat suit and such, and like space suit and all that. They protect against different things. Often in the name, heat protects from heat, space protects from space. Scubas, scuba diving and such. You can search the. Oh yeah, when you take. You can just search that like information about those, just like this. You can also search for stuff from here. Now, thanks to some recent updates, you can do like this. You can click this to get directly to it, or you can press search, which will give you all the closest things. You can put on hints. Not gonna use those though. That's the ocean thing. Just keep it at plain if you don't want to lag a lot. Links. Well, you can connect parts in a way. Just like this is. Yeah, let's put a spring. Now it's connected with a spring. If we were to I don't know how that works. Yeah, no, it's connected with a spring. That's about it. You can lock parts. Which, yeah, you open the locking menu, you can click on them to lock them, or you can use this to lock nearby parts. What did I just lock? Oh shit. And to unlock parts, but I'm not going to do that because my house is right there. I don't want people selling my house. Which, oh yes, you use locking to prevent people from interacting with your parts. In this case, by parts, I mean like these, before anyone gets the wrong idea. When it's red, it's locked. When it's not red, it's unlocked. Also, when you check the name, if it's blue, then it's locked. If it's normal, whatever, normal text color, white or black, or kind of both, then it's unlocked. Parts that are welded in the safe zone will be secured. Parts that are not welded in the safe zone, or just are not in the safe zone, will not be secured. Secured items cannot be broken, except for by the moderators, which are called officers in this game. Also, unsecured parts can corrode. Some parts can corrode generally. It's just like stuff like rain corrodes wood. I mean, yeah, it's like rusting or just degrading wood with rain. It's pretty self-explanatory. I think it's pretty simple. You can sell parts. You cannot sell locked parts. You can use them as ammo, which is kind of useless right now, but whatever. So you can sell unlocked parts. They will give you, I think it was about 70% of the original price, which the original price is what you spawned it at. So for wood, that would be 2 credits. Of course, it rounds to the lowest, I think. So yeah, 1 credit for selling it. To get credits, you can harvest stuff. So here's amethyst. You can sell that. You can also try all of this resource nodes and trees. You can, you can harvest the tree, and you get wood. Harvest, like, let's say, it's quite foggy now, but yeah, there's a node, jade node. Harvest a jade node. There, jade. Yep. Those you can just harvest as much as you want. They're not going to run out. But if someone uses a blade, then yes, they can run out. Sorry. As players, I'd suggest not interacting with them. If like most of the time, not when you start, at least, because you will get called an alt. Or actually, no, just interact if you want, but like, be wary, because some are a bit difficult. Yeah, definitely don't say anything controversial. That's just a big no-no here. Just be, I don't even really know, arbitrary force of what a left-wing perfection is or something. Whatever. I think I used a lot of words wrong there. Yes, I think I'm not going to explain that. Your sidebar thing might look a little bit different, but TDC is just this, but I'm not an officer, so if I try using this, I will get banned for an eon by the auto cheat detection thing. The automatic cheat detection thing, yeah. Also, if you just abuse the physics enough, like you do something absolutely crazy, it might go off, but that requires a lot of messing around. What else? Yes, right, so there's like fountains, and there's derricks. So if you want to, say, get resources, you can use this to do stuff like get money or fuel. You can use the prospector to see the fuel nodes, which is basically what's below you. Not fuel nodes, resource nodes or whatever. Well, not nodes, but what resource you'll get from drilling with a derrick. You can put containers in water to get water. Just wait a moment. Oh yes, and also swimming will hurt you. You can drown. That's basically it. You can get this. It's a container of water. You can use spawn a firebox and some fuel. I'd suggest charcoal, but you can use wood or firewood or anything that burns, basically. Almost anything that burns, basically. I'm not sure if you can feed plastic into it. Can you? Oh no, you definitely can. Okay, well, you can, and basically anything that burns, you can chuck into a firebox and it will burn in a firebox. You can put another container on top and you will get acid. Also, connecting water to a firebox will turn it into heated water and then steam eventually. Just a bit of time. Yes, so acid. Okay, acid. You can only use unlocked containers and unlocked like parts for spawning stuff, because for example derricks, you need acid, which is not spawned by factories, which factories are a part that replicates parts. So say you put a factory, give it wood, then it will spawn wood, which then again this is using other factories because it's a safe zone, of course. So now we have a bit of acid. You can make a derrick. Mind you, this is a bit of a bad spot. Doesn't matter. Actually, what am I doing? I just sell this all. Doesn't matter. There. So, where could I mine stuff now? Gosh, just places. It's a good idea to. Oh yeah, it's a good idea to go to the safe zone like when you're in a safe zone, if you want to get a plot, then you should probably, like a good spot of land, you should probably go a bit early. Right now it's the year of 328. The world restarts at the year 2000, goes back to 0. That takes about a week for a world to go for like 2,000 years to pass in game, of course. Silly Y2K reference. If you drop something into a container of acid, it will take up 1 acid and destroy that item. I mean, yes, yep. Great, yeah, whatever. You can spawn a derrick. This will drill the node underneath it. So it's like areas with different resources. Right now there's uranium. So for power, well, you can either connect to this, but I don't suggest it really. It's not always there. You can use power cells or lithium cells. Power cells are, oh my gosh, I was an inductor here. Okay, so power cells can be charged by parts like inductors or solar panels or anything like that. There's hydro plants, hydro generators I mean, and you can connect like an engine to a generator that will, and then that generator connected to a power cell and it will generate electricity when you run the engine. You have power, you can drill stuff, just click the drill, left mouse, and it will drill. And then when it's done drilling, well, you can use polysilicon to signal things. If polysilicon gets electricity, it will just take a little bit of electricity and it will signal whatever, just repeatedly, or just spam signals. So you can do this. Oh, when the resource is depleted. Of course. Yeah. Of course it is. Resources can be depleted, which is when you just drill something too much. They will respawn after a bit of time, but I'm guessing that that's not the case now, because it's probably, well, it is the case, but it's just going to immediately run out because there's people around here who are just spamming that stuff. So you can connect a battery to a refinery, or just connect it to power. You can put ore into the refinery, and it will spew out some refined stuff. Right now, uranium. You can also use an unpowered refinery. I'm just going to grab some ore from here, of course. All messed up stuff. You can connect it to a refinery, and it will slowly refine it. Yep. You can basically just stack these like this, and then place a crate on top, and you basically just have like an automatic mining derrick. Just put this underneath, and it will, and then connect this to power somehow, and you will have a plentiful resources basically. When you do this, it will go into the refinery and then just into the crate. Click crate. Click the crate to get something out of it. This will leave unanchored. If you want, there's recyclers. They sell stuff. Yep. Same thing as using the sell thing, but just more automatic, so you can dump lots of stuff in them. Just sell this off. Then there's yes. So it's mining, and then you can. What else can you do? You can make engines. Yeah, of course, engines. You can get motion. You can get a container. Of course. Yes, there's fillers, which is like a part that requires power and liquid, and it will fill up stuff. You can also use a fuel can. It will fill this, and you can shove this in here. Of course, this is full now, so that's a waste. You can configure parts of the hammer, of course. It gives you this kind of thing. Speed is just, well, speed. Reverse, well, it reverses the movement. You can connect stuff like a wheel, which you would need a wheel template. Wheel templates spawn this kind of thing. This doesn't really work. Like, does it do anything? So you have to put stuff like, let's say, plastic on it, plastic wheel. You can see what you can use on these from here. It's this list. I'm not going to deal with that now, though. Or with this video, honestly. You can connect stuff like this. Of course, this is a bad idea because the thing that this will move on is in the middle. This is like, if you connect it to something, it can spin freely on it. This will spin this thing automatically. You don't want to connect it that way. Instead, you should do this. Of course, I didn't censor it, so it's just going to move stupidly. Nah, a wheel. You can make a car with that if you just put some parts together. You can also generate electricity. I didn't explain it well enough earlier, so I'll just do it here. Put a generator onto an engine. And put a power cell onto that. And now you will get electricity. Yep. You can connect anything that uses electricity, like lights. Say, for example. Yep. Lights. There you go, lights. That'd be lights or something, I don't know. You can do stuff like switches and wires, which allow you to, well, move electricity, basically. And a switch, which is a wire, but you can toggle it. The valves and pipes are basically the same thing, but just for liquids. You can use the power cell to do a lot of things, but right now I don't really know what to do with it. But this generator, it can overheat if you keep it running for long enough, and if it overheats, it just starts clicking. It has to go all red, and then it starts clicking for a while, and then it sets on fire and breaks, and burns stuff around it. You can set stuff on fire by using flint, or using magnesium, or the basic ways are flint and magnesium. Magnesium is a bit newer, I mean it's a bit more advanced material in the way that, like, it's easier to get flint than magnesium. It's also cheaper and stuff. In some worlds, when the world starts, then people have to gather resources, so you want to be able to have magnesium. So set stuff on fire with flint, just do that. Set stuff on fire with magnesium, you have to signal it. To signal stuff, you need a button or whatever else that sends signals, but the most basic form is just a button. Yep. As you can see, stuff is now burning. The button sends a signal. The signal contains your player name or username. Signals can travel through signal wires. There's also signal switches, which is the same as a normal signal wire. Well, it's basically a switch, but for signals. You can use signals to signal stuff like doors, which has the same template thing as the wheel. You just connect something to it, like wood. To open and close the door, just signal it with a button or literally anything else. And also speakers and such, which work on the same basis. There's what's it now? You can use there's antennas which allow for wireless connections, or well yes, you can connect. You can do signals without a thing. Oh yes, and it's suggested to connect them to something, give your own code, make sure that it stays red when you put it in for the first one, because otherwise someone else has an antenna that's connected to the same channel or ID, and there might come some signals that you don't want through. So say if I connect it to 1, this door is going to be constantly signaled because something on the 1 channel is sending signals all the time. 1, 2, 2. Now these are the same signal because you see it just turned green. You can signal just it's like this, but signals. It also works for electricity. So say you want to light a lamp. Put a lamp. I don't know, turn a lamp on with this. Yep, that works. The range on that is something, I think 120 studs, yep. And the data range is unlimited, I think. What else is there? That's the how-to thing. Here you can see some basic stuff, like basically a tutorial on how to do different things like a car, or sailboat, or well, everything that's here. That's the map. It's the map. These are resource fountains. Resource fountains generate passive income. Of course, probably the best way to get money, because they just they generate it passively. Grey ones are not captured by you, and yellow ones are captured by you. Actually, I'm not going to bother getting one because that's going to take a while. I don't have time. That's about it then. Yeah, you don't really need much more. Of course, it's importing. You can go to, I think it was Jartsy's avatar, which is this. Ugh. I was having issues with screen recording earlier. One that I'm using doesn't work for some reason. You can go to Jartsy's profile and open edit in studio, and that should open in a while. Yeah, it's loading. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, fine. Just wondering. So that was a bit confusing for a second. I don't know, something's messing with my brain right now. Probably just a long day again. This takes a moment. Any minute now. There we go. Let's do this. I'm not sure if it shows in the tutorial. Probably not. Who knows? But to make an import, you just need to do these. Do whatever you want. Let's say, for example, like, I don't know, 2 pieces of wood on top of each other. Woohoo! Click this. Press Ctrl A, Ctrl C. Go here. Ctrl V, and you can spawn it. And it'll take the same amount of credits as just normally spawning with this, but it'll be ready in text form, so you can save stuff, and it's easier to make more advanced stuff with it like that. Yeah. If you don't spawn it grounded, it will be unanchored. This is the grounded thing. If you spawn it grounded, it will be anchored to the ground. When it's anchored to the ground, it's connected to here. It's best for like buildings and such, because they should be connected to the ground. They shouldn't be loosely hanging there. You can guess the issue with leaving your house not connected to the ground properly, freely moving. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's a base center in the safe zone, as I showed earlier. I don't really know what else to show. Well, I guess that's about it. Yep. Bye. Have any if you have any questions or anything, then yeah, I'll probably answer them in the comments. Maybe. I think I'm recording one of these in a while. Yeah, whatever, I'll just end it now.